Hey, it's Leah, and welcome to Enlightened Mystic Essentials. Today, we will be looking into our past lives. So, if you are new to my channel, I'm Leah. I read numbers, colors, talk to spirits. I will tell you what I see. I will tell you what I feel. I will also tell you what I hear. I am a person who does not beat around the bush. I will give it to you straight up, blood raw, no chaser. So, quick update. We have our energy reading that is full of messages about the spiritual union. And if I had to call it, I would say the divine feminine and divine masculine, because the whole reading screen spiritual union, sacred union, actually came out in the love reading, because the energy reading led me to do a love reading, right? And from the love reading, everything screamed, sacred union, sacred union, sacred union. Even at our sister channel at Dark Mystic Tarot, did another reading where we faced our fears. Guess what came out? Love. There's a big movement going on in love. To look at facing your fears. You will not be able to see it here at Dark Mystic Essentials until I release it. But if you go to our sister channel at Dark Mystic Tarot, you'll be able to watch it. Just like a little recap on the facing fears, it was about like something like about a divorce or a breakup, and how whoever was in this union, one was going to be like cruel, one was going to be like calm and selfless. But the selfless one was getting ready to meet or getting ready to get into a new love relationship that was spiritually formed and spiritually guided. That's that divine feminine, divine masculine. It came out there. And talked about low energy to no energy and what you needed to do to get out of that vibe. And what was the other message? It was another message there. It was 3. Oh, and the other one was, is this me? Are you asking or are you telling? So anyway, our first message came out already into past lives. So we're going to get our second message, right? We're going to jump into it. It's been a lot. Ooh, came out quick. It's hitting. Look. What's hitting? What's hitting? There's been a lot going on, y'all. For a long time, a lot of people have been praying for these. They don't even want to come out. Have been praying for these relationships. And for a long time, I stopped talking about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because it was a lot of graduating on, and then some people falling away for a long time, for years. So I stopped reading because it was always the same thing. The divine feminine and divine masculine. You got some people falling off, and then you have some people coming on. Well, guess what? For those people who got on the bandwagon, as they call it, and stayed, and you constantly worked on yourself and elevated yourself, we have now arrived, yes, for the time in which we have worked on ourselves for, because a lot of sacred, because this is what they called it, sacred unions are getting ready to come. And when these sacred unions come, a lot of real love is gonna be everywhere. And never forget that the highest energy you can have is what? Love. And then you're going to have a lot of people getting into these unions. A lot of people going to start having these kids. Baby, we here. We here. I'm talking about, and for the ones who kind of rusty and dusty on your divine feminine, divine masculine, you better start back dusting your little dusty self off, because guess what? It is our time. And never forget how high you vibrating. That is how high your mate is going to vibrate. Because in order for the thing to come together, Everybody must what? Vibrate at the same frequency. Yeah. So anyway, moving along. So we have an unknown, right? Past life here that we're going to address. And the one that you received that was hidden is entrapment. Entrapment. Look at it. Oh no. Entrapment talks about a person. That's why you're coming in wounded, feminine energy. On this channel, you are going to learn that feminine energies represent woundings and masculine energies represent strength. And Spirit wanted me to let you know that in time, a lot of this is getting ready to change. A lot of energy exchanges and transformations are getting ready to change. So you coming in wounded, feminine energy. This is, laying across the bed. And you are allowing external, see, energies and people control you or control your life. That's why it comes in as a 7. 7 is the number of self. 7 is also the same color as the rainbow, same sex, communities. Yeah, you included too. And then this is why somebody in the back with a mask on and a magic wand ready to hocus pocus you. Wake up, stand up, get up, and move. Because here there's no motion. No motion, no movement, no no drive, no power. Get it? And then you dressed in blue. Blue is the color of being cool, calm, collective. Blue is also the color of the throat chakra, needing some type of communication. Blue is also associated with the sea or the ocean, where you need to be baptized or spiritualized, go to the waters. Yeah. Spiritual baths, things like that. Because the people in the situations that are controlling you come in dressed in black. They come in with this negative energy, low energy, dark energy, but they come in with a white face like they peer in of clarity. But you see that big old wand in their hand. Better get up, wake up. And for the past life that we cannot see, sexuality is here. Now, sexuality comes in the form of how do you need to spice up your sex life? What are you keeping blocked in your sex life? And when I say blocked is like, are you free with it or are you not? Do you hide it? What are you hiding? This could also be pertaining to a feminine energy or a woman. You see it. But you also better be careful because many of you can be what? Trapped. You see the cobras. You see the cobras. That's them snakes. Clarifying sexuality. Look, denial is here from being abundant. And denial comes in as a 5. Changes. Needing to change denial factors from abundance because those grapes are there that represents abundance. And sexuality is 4. Which represents foundation, the strength of a foundation or a structure. 4 is also what would keep you blocked, held down, knelt down to the ground. So together they come in as a 9. 9 represents the divines, telling you to pay attention to a person or a situation. So this is how I see it. You have a 4 and a 5. This can be who is keeping you stuck or what is keeping you stuck. See? And this is why you deny, and then they're telling you to change denial factors. 4 also talks about a foundation or a structure. Some type of acknowledgement of a woman or a feminine energy needs to be given over low vibration, snake. And until you give the acknowledgement or the thanks, you will stay denied until you change those factors. Yeah. So what do we have on the board? We have a 9 and a 7 that represents the 16. The 16 is broken down into a 7. So the whole situation is about self. It could be pertaining to a promise, right? 7, promise, because I'm speaking of the rainbow, right? That's that covenant. Covenant means promise. Or it could represent same-sex communities. And I hate saying it because I don't, it's letters, but I think it's LGBTQ, right? Am I wrong? Communities. I'm saying I hate saying the letters because I might jumble them up. But y'all know what I mean, right? Whatever. And 7 is what else we got? 7. Oh, 7 days of the week. It could also represent a week, right? 7 days of the week. The 7th day of the month, which is the 17th and the 27th, if not the 7th month, which would be July. Or something is coming to pass within 7 weeks or 7 months. See? So just be on the lookout. Let's be on the lookout. So let's get energies. And I like to go straight to the source. So let's look at the now. I don't want to know about your sexuality part, because it's either you being free or you keeping it blocked, or either it's you being a little bit too loose, or this person has something to do with you being denied. You should know what situation it is, right? Spirit, what is the energy surrounding denial and sexuality? Thank you. A man holding a heart, or a divine masculine holding a heart. Because the thing that you have to learn in sex is there must be equal polarism or equal balance. And if there is no equal balance, then therefore a lot of you do not understand the art of sex. So you got a dominating energy coming in with a heart, but then you got a feminine energy over here naked. You see what I'm saying? So you got a dominating energy with a heart, and then you got a feminine energy with cobras. Like, what's going on? Oh, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it because guess what? They tell us the root of a situation. Is it that the feminine energy is denying the masculine energy? You see what I'm saying? What is being denied here? Is it sex or is it heart love? Something is being denied, and they saying change is required. Woo! And then guess what? The man holding a heart, or the dominant energy, or the masculine energy holding a heart, comes in as a 9. Don't forget, 9s represent the divines, the heavens of the universe, coming in telling you to pay attention to a person or a situation. So the person would be the masculine energy, and the situation would be the heart. See? Yeah. And Spirit, what is the energy surrounding entrapment for everybody to see, feel, hear, and understand? Stop it. Healer ages, don't you need it? Coming in as a balance, that's 6. Healer ages, baby. A healing needs to take place. We know you blocked. Some of y'all are blocked. Some of y'all feel like y'all can't stand up for y'all stuff. But stop letting people pull strings like you a puppet. Wake up. Spirit, what is the insight for entrapment and healer of ages? One thing Leah gonna do is give it to you. Oh, you see it? Hands. Taking action to be what? A warrior. Standing up, take action. Fight for your rights. Let me stop. Fight. Right? Fight. Fight for yourself. Twos. Because warrior is 2. 2 is one of the most injuring and damaging numbers on the boards at this time. It talks about doorway, gateway, thresholds, opportunities. Yeah. Communication and conversation factors, conversating factors, or the linking and the bonding between 2. Could be feminine, masculine, and the healing that needs to take place. Not necessarily a couple situation, because if you look, dominating, feminine in the middle, and another dominating factor. This is a third party situation. But the warrior is coming in for a reason, right? The flip side of the two is law enforcement being called out, legal system getting involved, judgments, judging, legalities, justice. So we'll get into what it really means. All right. So let's shut down our entrapment and look at the sexuality of things. Sexuality of things. So because we are being denied something, and it's abundance, but we need to address the issue of the denial, right? So let's go, right, and see what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted for the denial, because they tell us a change needs to occur. Denial comes in as a 5. We need to change this. Spirit, what needs to be accepted or understood about denial factors? Now let me show you. See your card? And you see how it's tilted? It points to sexuality, and it points to your keepers of the light. And you receive phases and cycles. All right? Phases and cycles along with what? People pleasing. Yeah. Let's go. Message is coming. Let's go. So surrender the habit of people pleasing. Coming in wounded feminine energy. You see it. All is pink and purple. It says, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make someone else happy. So what is being denied is happiness. They told you. Right. Why must you surrender to people pleasing? Phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. And it's funny because when it says illusions are revealed and released, it made me see the phrase age of Aquarian. So when you speak of the age of Aquarian is coming close. So this is why a lot of things are being revealed. But if I'm correct, the age of the Aquarian does not come into existence fully until what is it, 2025? And we in 2023, and it's getting closer and closer. That's why a lot of things that we are starting to see is coming forth into the light, and a lot of people have to either live with it, accept it, and move on, or you're gonna get left behind, right? So cycles and phases. It says with there a beginning. It says there's a beginning with every end. So when they say there's a beginning with every end, is these two energies getting ready to break apart or separate, because the denial factor is there with one of them and somebody's people pleasing. So what do we look into? Do we look into people pleasing? We know the end result of denial, because they say with every beginning there's an end. What do we look into? Cycles and phases, people pleasing. Let's go with both of them. No. Yeah, let's see if we can find out what's going on with sexuality and the man holding the heart. Spirit clarify. Ooh, they already want to speak. Spirit, clarify sexuality in a man holding a heart. Let's go see. It's hard to try to choose, but woo, it's a lot of feminine energy on this board. You receive God of Water or Queen of Cups. Someone's wounded in their emotions.